right, so I'm also a bit of a Sound United fanboy. I'm a huge Marantz fan, so we are going to hit the Sound United rooms. There's two of them, 1425 and 1433. Hopefully they'll give me some new Marantz stuff. Just kidding. This is kind of cool.
Yeah, it's not far off. I went to Finland last night. Good redneck bar. Actually, you always meet up with somebody.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, a couple of the guys from Quebec, actually.
1425 Marantz, here we go, with definitive technology.
Today. How's the show?
Great.
Enjoying? It's a great show, right?
So far, so good.
Feeling good to be back, finally, right? It's been 2 years of just waiting, and just trying to get to the shows, and it's just, come on, we're finally here, ready.
I'm recording, is that okay too?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, thanks.
Just don't post it, I don't know. I'm just kidding. So I'll give you a little explanation of what we're playing here in this room. So the first thing is, we're part of Sound United. So my name's Pete, I'm from Sound United. If you're not familiar with Sound United, we have a number of different brands under one umbrella, and it's absolutely awesome. We're fantastic fans of all the brands. In 1422, we have the Polk and Denon room. Have you guys checked that room out yet? What'd you think?
It was nice.
Pretty nice. I really like it. You know, we have a pair of $750 bookshelf speakers in a building full of $100,000 speaker wire. It's good to see something that, you know, sounds absolutely incredible for the price. Of course, then you can go down the hall to our Bowers & Wilkins Class A room, where you're just rocking out out there. That would be 1433. I strongly recommend going to both those rooms. But in this room, we are showing our definitive technology speakers with our new Marantz system. So right here we have our Demand series from Definitive Technology. These are the D17s. One of the things that you'll notice right off the bat is we have our aluminum tweeter offset to the side, so we actually have a right and a left speaker. And the reason that it's offset is it helps diffraction. It helps eliminate diffraction. Diffraction is simply just when you have walls up against the driver, it changes the way it sounds. That's why one of the reasons why Bowers & Wilkins use the reverse wrap is to get rid of diffraction completely. It also expands the sound stage, so it has a much bigger sound stage than traditional in the center. It also expands the sweet spot, so it's not just you having a good experience, everyone that is in the room is gonna have a great experience. Underneath, we have our patented mid-range technology, our carbon fiber bass driver, and passive radiators here on both sides of the speaker, with a full aluminum front plate to hold its shape and make sure its integrity stays. The star of the show, our new Model 40 and from Marantz. So as you can tell, we are changing the look. We're going away from the traditional black box style and going to a more modern luxury style look. This is a network integrated amplifier at 70 watts per channel at 2 channels, and it is also the phono in, HDMI in, optical in, and other component ends. On the front, you have full tone control, bass, treble, balance. You can also just bypass that and go directly from the source. It is a network integrated amplifier, so it has HEOS built in. You'll be able to stream Tidal, Spotify, Pandora. It also works with Google Assistant, Amazon Alexa, and Siri. And it comes in the black finish, as you can tell. It also comes in a silver gold. So what we have down here is our SA CD player. This is the SA CD30N. This is a network integrated CD player. CD tray right here. So all the features that I talked about as far as networking on the Model 40 are also built into the CD player here. Retail price for the speakers, $3,500. Retail price for the amplifier is $2,500, and retail price for the CD player is $3,000. But you didn't come here to hear me talk, so we're gonna go ahead and take a listen.
40N versus PM7000N. What are the differences?
So this is the
That's the one I have. That's why I'm curious.
7000. Just upgraded parts, things like that, chassis, and the new look in a sense. Typical upgrades, better HDMI, better tuning, things like that. What'd you think?
I want the 40N.
Right? It looks so nice too.
It's beautiful.
And it sounds absolutely incredible. Not to take anything away from these speakers, but we've hooked this up to a number of different stuff, and it's just perform. It's absolutely incredible. And with the integration of Helios built in, I'm a huge fan of. I have the 30N at my house. I absolutely love it because I have my turntable hooked up into it, and then I'm able to, I don't sit in my living room all the time my whole life, but I love listening to records, and so a lot of times I'm outside grilling or I'm outside doing stuff because it's beautiful out. So I'm actually able to take my record, play it in my living room and then stream it out to my outdoor speakers using HEOS. So something like the Denon Home, I can stream to all my different rooms and everything like that. So it's a really, really cool feature, especially if somebody's in the living room listening to music and I can also be listening to it outside. And the same thing. It's really a great feature for it. But then, just in the traditional sense of what it's able to do without the networking is also incredible as well. So I'll turn it back up for you and you can keep on listening.
Is good for me.
All right.
Thanks. Yeah, thank you. 60 is just a little too much.
I got you. I hear you.
Thank you. Just came out of the Marantz room, and that Marantz 40N is my jam. I like that amplifier. I really want one. The Definitive Technology Towers, the tweeter that they're using in that thing is so harsh. I'm not a fan. It's an aluminum tweeter, very metallic-y, very harsh. Not a fan. But here we've got the Denon and Polk room, and Polk speakers are my jam, so we're going to try this out.
Show off a clip right up against the back wall. This one is slightly different, so you can't be flush against the back wall. It does need a little bit of room to breathe. But the way that it's designed, again, I mean, it's large, loud passages, soft passages. You're not going to hear any huffing and shuffing through that port like you will especially here in a lot of subwoofers. You're listening to something, you can literally hear the thing breathing back and forth, but the power port eliminates that. You just get a great amount of bass, clean, tight bass with no extra noise. So. Powered version of this? We don't ever talk about things that aren't, but I'll just, so you can read my, that's. I'm thinking more like a second system. Yeah. People have had a lot of fun. I was telling somebody earlier, there was a young guy here that for his, I think it's his first system, and he said he's been listening to everything, and he just went to Crestfield.com and said, I literally just bought these, and it was like light drop and walked out. I'm like, well, that was cool. Polk R200 speakers, very, very modestly priced, big sound for a value, $750 for the pair. We're driving this with a new Denon PMA 1600 and that Super Audio CD player. The kind of the talk of this particular speaker is it's got very, very wide dispersion because of this Pinnacle dome tweeter, and then these pedals on here are actually designed into the driver to create a lot of stiffness without mass. Virtually any amplifier can drive these. We have our patented power port back here. Any ported speaker is going to create noise. Air moving in and out as that driver's moving in and out. That creates unwanted noise, obviously not part of the acoustical signal, and we eliminate that with our power port. Just allows us to give you a very, very clean, dynamic sound at a super modest price. I'll challenge anybody in the room. go to any room you've heard in this whole building. If you have a better system for under $4,000 than what we're showing today. And I'm putting that up against my $8,000 system across the street with Marantz and DT, and the $80,000 system that we have down the hall with our Bowers and Class A stuff. Now granted, this does not compete with our 801s or our Class A amplifiers, but it's also, you know, under $4,000, and if that's too much, we've got the baby brother Denons over there. You can do this system for $2 grand. So pretty spectacular. Say again?
These sound better than the DTs.
Listen, we all hear differently, and you know, all the speakers are like all my children, so it doesn't really matter to me what you think sounds better because they're your ears, and that's the most important thing. So, but I'll put on another clip here. Go back to this one here.
Is that the Super Audio?
Yeah, that we're playing the Super Audio CD player right now.
I mean, this is.
Yeah. Yep.
Early morning yesterday, I was up before the dawn, and I really have enjoyed my stay, but I must be moving on. Like a king without a castle, like a queen without a throne, I'm a early morning lover, and I must be moving on. Say is the undisputed truth, but I have to have things my own way to keep me in mind. Like a ship without an anchor, like a slave without a chain, just the thought of those pretty ladies as they shimmer through my veins. And I will go on shining like brand new.
That you just asked is how hard it is to drive. They're not hard to drive at all. It's a very, very efficient speaker. There's a couple of reasons why. First and foremost, the mid-bass driver here, actually what we'll call the woofer in this system, is a 6 1/4 inch driver. And you notice these pedals in here. It's a turbine drive system. So what that does is it really reduces the mass, but keeps a really, really stiff driver. So you get a lot of impact, but it makes it very easy on the amplifier to drive. We also have a patented what we call our power port on the back of this, and so any ported speaker, anytime you have movement of a driver in and out, it's going to create noise in itself with air moving back and forth. And the power port driver completely eliminates any excess noise, and so you just get really, really good, clean, deep bass from a really small package. There is no subwoofer in this room. But we like to say there is. It's a free, invisible subwoofer that comes with the speakers. You don't need it. So. Amplifier is a modest amplifier from Denon. It's 170 watts into 8, 140 into 4. And we have a baby brother over there that's about half that power. The system as you're listening to it right now is just under $4 grand, and we can do it for about $2 grand with this much smaller amplifier. Plays plenty clean and loud for a modest room.
Now some they do and some they don't. Some you just can't tell. And some they will and some they won't. But some it's just as well. You can laugh at my behavior, and that'll never bother me. Say the devil is my savior, but I don't pay no heed. And I don't go out shining, you're shining like brand new. And then I look behind me, my tears will be filled.
The Reserve series was based off of our Legend series. That's the flagship Polk speakers. And the R200 is the baby brother to the L200. The L200 is $1,500. This is $750. Now, is the L200 better? Absolutely. It looks better because it's got a real wood grain, veneered cabin down there. It uses a slightly better crossover network, but the drivers themselves are identical. So, will you see a performance improvement? Absolutely. You're going to pay twice as much again. So, if that's in your wheelhouse, great. If not, spend more money on the amplifier.
Is the efficiency the same?
They're almost identical, yeah. They're almost identical. So, thank you. These things have been, we've had so much fun with these for the show. I tell everybody, go listen to every other room here, including our 2 rooms at 4 times the price or twice the price and then 20 times the price. These are a damn. So here's the Bowers room. Go to the Bowers room. And it's awesome. It was, this was for. It really is. It's great value. It's just, you don't need to be a quote unquote audiophile to enjoy a really good sound. You don't need to break the bank. That's not me. I don't have those here. You don't need to break the bank. Exactly. There you go.
I'll find out and I'll learn something new.
All right, just came out of the Denon Polk room. Those Signature R200 speakers are very, very good for their size, for their price point. $749. It's a pretty good bookshelf speaker. And I like the Denon stuff. I always have. So, good stuff. Definitely better than the Definitive.